Hello and welcome back. My name is Julie Wynn and this is the Spiritual Shitshow. Today we're talking about self-love, and I want you to really think about what self-love means for you. At the first half of my life, when I would make a decision to honor myself, to create something, to take a day off, to hold a strong boundary, it was always immediately challenged by the words, "You are so selfish." Practicing self-love in my 20s and 30s was difficult because I did not want to disappoint anybody. And the decision to practice self-love, to honor, to support the evolution of being the brightest light that I could possibly be, it was difficult. It was difficult. And now I have the freedom to practice, to get curious about what it is that I want to create, how I want to live, what is important to me, to reorient to truths for me. And I want to share some of the things that I am practicing in real time with the intention that we can grow together. Self-love. What does that mean for you? I want to start with the invitation to continue to go inward, to stay curious about yourself. Why am I feeling this way? Why is this a trigger? Why am I uncomfortable? What do I love? What is exciting? If I really had the freedom to be the most loving, authentic, creative, expressive version of myself, no fear, what would I do? What would I experience? What would I create? And how would I live? I covered this in another podcast, and it's important to remember that the journey is a spiral. It is not linear, and we will continue to touch old wounds, truths, joys, pains, sometimes over and over and over again. But each time we dance with that, the dance is different. Another layer is able to shed, and a deeper truth can be seen. Self-love. Give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to take a day off. Give yourself permission to leave the kitchen a mess. Give yourself permission to sleep in. Give yourself permission to let down your hair and go dancing wildly on a Friday night. Give yourself permission to feel the confusion and the sadness and the anger. Give yourself permission to write or to lay on the floor, to journal. How often do you give yourself permission to give yourself what you need? And do you have a practice of asking yourself, what is it that I need? Healing is a spiral. Personally, I am practicing giving myself what I need without the guilt and the shame and the negative self-talk. I realize that now in my life, I don't have the person telling me I am selfish. And now it's me, my negative self-talk, that wants to fight with my heart when I am giving myself what I need. So awareness, paying attention to that. That might be something that comes up for you. It may not. Something that I am noticing in my practice of self-love. But how can you give yourself permission to give yourself what you need with ease and grace? Permission. It is also important to constantly look at, reevaluate your spaces. As you give yourself permission to evolve, to expand into new experiences, higher frequencies of love, joy, excitement, creativity, or stillness. It is so important to know that you are also being supported in that. Having safe spaces to go, friends, family that offer a capsule almost for you to be in, to witness self-growth, and also the power of being able to name what is coming up for you. I'm feeling really uncomfortable. or this right here is a trigger for me, or I am noticing this about myself. Being able to cultivate conversations with those who are close to you is so, so transformative. But as you journey, step into self-love, it's remembering to constantly come back to yourself, get curious about going inward, giving yourself permission for it all, and making sure that your surroundings is supportive of your growth and your light and your gifts. And then it just takes practice. Practicing giving yourself what you need with no attachments. For me, it's the guilt and shame. For you, it may be, well, I don't feel productive, or I don't feel like I'm working hard, or I don't feel, and again, all of those things, just be aware. Wow. When I give myself permission to take a nap, I feel. Why? Self-love is self-awareness. And I want you to do this work because I believe in you. I believe in your light. I believe in your gifts. And I want each of us to shine as brightly as we can for this world that, especially now, feels incredibly dark. Your light is needed. Your love is needed. And to make sure that you hear that today, you are deeply loved, incredibly lovable, and I love you. Self-love. What does that mean for you? Till next time.